line just across the 25. Back out now comes Washington's offense, and if you do a dive into the 2019 season, you know that things just not so rosy in the nation's capital football-wise for the Redskins. 3-13. Jay Gruden let go back in the middle of the season, but now a new man in charge, Ron Rivera. What did you think of the hire?
I thought it was a spectacular hire for Washington because, to me, Ron Rivera would have been the leading candidate in Washington, in Dallas. Okay, I mean, you know, in Cleveland, wherever there was an opening, save Carolina, where he just got let go, to me, he was the top candidate. A professional who played in the league, so he'll be respected that way. He'll be respected as a head coach who took his team to a Super Bowl. First thing he did, got rid of the ping pong tables in the locker room. New man in town, new discipline in town, but I really think this is a home run hire for Washington.
And I'm with you, but isn't it interesting how these coaches can be recycled? Yeah, Carolina apparently says, hey, he's not good enough for us anymore, but other places, they would love to have it.
And I think a lot of that has to do with whoever owns the team or if there's a new person making decisions above the head coach, because if that person had hired Ron Rivera, might have stuck with him through a small downtime and knew he had a great coach. But oftentimes when you're the owner and it's your first hire, you really want to hire someone yourself. And when there's an opportunity, you take it. And that's why Ron Rivera is no longer in Carolina.
Now it's Peterman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw is Peterman. And that is incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Michael Vick and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Here's Michael Vick. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he will take it on in Giant touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Michael Vick as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Peterman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From midfield now, here's Peterman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. It's Peterman. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Hey, let's go.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to...
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On third down, Peterman. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That's taken it around the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones. 41 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bryant tacks on the extra point.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey.
And they will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Julio Jones, 41 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Bryant's extra point up and good. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's Peterman to throw, and that is incomplete. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Touchdown, Giants! He returns that punt 73 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Oh, nice move. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 2nd and 9, Peterman, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open is Powell, that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Whoosh! Muscling free near the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Vick now from the 50. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Vick operating on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Peterman.
Set. Go. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
That right now, that's That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now Peterman.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Vic to throw it. Pushing his way through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. From the red zone now, Vic. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Vic readies to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
And we go 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
So here's Vic following the interception. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Flush to his right. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So a victory here for the men in blue.